This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. This is Hines. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're in indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's third down. 3rd and 11.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and he'll get this up only to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
On the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Hines. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Now it's Hines, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
3rd and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 39-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Aldrick Rosas set to kick off.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there, 82 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Forced it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A first down there on a pickup at 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run once more with Henderson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Behind the line of scrimmage. 3 and out. 4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He was looking for Albert Okuegbunam was the target there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch. Check 24.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Dallas.
They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darrell Henderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes this Washington 30. Cowboys 10. Aldrick Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 3rd down, Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion.
This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A gain of 6 yards.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
They go play action here on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
The extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And it's
it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Mix. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, the 30. The 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
Good. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's taken in by Henderson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
The pass. The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
It's now 4th.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
11 yards there, first down.
46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tristan Hill brought
The
it.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9. Today's finals, Washington.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.